hyaluronic acid serum by L'Oréal Paris.
Guys, they're the Aussie pub rock group that's been defining the music scene since 1978, creating some of the most iconic Aussie anthems we know all too well.
Now the Choirboys are gearing up for a new tour, and band members Mark Gable and Ian Hume are here to discuss live in studio. Morning, lads. How are you?
Good morning, you wonderful people.
Rocking and rolling like it's 1978. We love that.
It's not quite, because I wake up in the middle of the night and have to go to the... Anyway, that never happened in 1978. Yeah.
So you went to bed in the middle of the night, 1978.
That's right.
Yes, well, no, not really. I wasn't a party animal then. No. I was a bit of a teetotaler. And by the way, my wife, Melinda Schneider, sends you her love.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she's beautiful. You do?
Well, not as much as you.
As much as is appropriate for someone who's not married to her.
Like Australia loves the Shiners.
Tell us about the tour. It's called Run to Paradise.
Okay, well, it's called Run to Paradise, the Australian Rock and Roll Stories.
Excellent.
And it's all about... only theatre shows, mind you. And we're actually doing Wagga Wagga this weekend, which is almost sold out. It's only got like 20 tickets left. Buy them! But it's all the rock and roll stuff that we've seen and heard about or seen happen, you know, the stories. And your father's bandmate, Ian Moss, makes his presence in the stories.
He always does.
He was with George Harrison and Richie Blackmore, and that is a great story. So
Ian, who puts this show together? How you come up with all these? Because if you think about the stories of rock and roll in Australia, there's quite a few tomes. Some you can and some you can't tell. So what do you decide what you can tell on stage?
Well, we just run them up the flagpole and see if they're going to...
And see which lawyers come for you.
Because we did...
And hope we don't get sued.
Yeah.
We don't get... Well, I hope we do get sued, because...
Good publicity.
Great publicity.
Yeah. The show they don't want you to see.
Yeah, that's right.
We're already doing it here.
Shannon Knowles suing us, right? Kidding!
Knowles is not litigious. He'd be fine.
He wouldn't do that.
So this year, your debut album, Choirboys, celebrated 40 years, which is an amazing milestone. Take us back to working on that album. Well,
that was done at Studio One, Albert's King Street, in the city, where all the AC/DC, "It's a long way to the top," was recorded.
Wow.
With the bagpipes, had to pull the pipes out and blow them themselves. Anyway, it's another story. Yeah, so it was...
And we recorded it twice.
We recorded it
twice.
twice.
Yeah, we recorded it once. It went to George Young.
Yeah.
And he says, "Nah, do it again." And
was he right?
I can't remember what the first version was like.
It was all bossa novas. You don't remember that time? How do you keep him in control, Ian, on the stage? Because he's an amazing front man.
What are you talking
about? The mind's going like this at all times.
No, you just roll with it. There's no keeping him.
Is there a song cue or anything like that? Is there song cues you need to be like, that's the cue for the song, and we just get him going?
I should have been a doctor, you know, because no.
There's no stopping him.
No, there's just an on button.
I
love it.
Oh, quickly,
yes.
Sullivan says hello, because you remember you interviewed him as well, and he said to tell you boobies.
Yes, it's your son Sully who came on and only talked about boobies for the whole time. It was an iconic interview.
It was fantastic.
That was all he said for the whole interview. He just kept saying, kept looking at the camera going, boobies.
Oh, no.
The whole interview. And I died. And people kept trying to steer him off, and I'm like, "Sully, what did you just say?" And he was like, "Boobies." And it was iconic.
How old was he?
About 4.
Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent clarification.
What did you think he was like 18?
I thought maybe we were interviewing about his own musical project in his 20s or something. And I was thinking, wow.
It's his new punk band. Guys, there's so many stories, that and more. Go to see it. Tickets, there's only 20 left in Wagga, but go buy them all around Australia. Run to Paradise, head to choirboys.net. Good to see you,
Love your work, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, let's go now to Paul.